After the weekend, you usually try to eat a little bit better, work out a little harder, if nothing else, out of guilt, from guilt.
I think guilt runs really high with us. You can do the same thing with your mind. And joining us today is life coach Carolyn Anderson to talk about detoxing your life.
Yes, I'm here to talk about the 3 things that you need to detox in your life: the mind, the body, and the spirit. It is a 12-step process. However, we don't have time for that today because I have an event coming up where we can talk about the 12 steps. So today it's just going to be 1 step from each: mind, the body, and the spirit.
Oh, you tease.
Yes,
you tease.
I do.
My.
When I think of detoxing, I just think of taking the juices and, you know, going for my 7 days and detoxing my body.
Right.
What do you think of detox?
Yeah, and most people think of detox as, you know, drinking the things and having the things coming that way, but it's more to it. The body is actually more than just, you know, what you put inside of it. It's what you think about. It's also what you wear on your body, the products that you put on your body, and it's also what you say. And so the spirit is what you say, the mind is what you think, and then the body are the things that you put on there. So detox, by definition, is to remove unhealthy toxins from the body. It's to purge it, it's to flush it. But the body is controlled by the mind, and so you have to be able to purge that, to flush that, in order to live that life that you've always wanted to live, to have a healthy, balanced life. So it's way more to it than just that.
Let's start with the mind. So
Okay.
give us one thing out of the 4 that we can do today that people can do at home as they're watching.
Absolutely. So one of the things you can do is start to think differently. Whatever you focus on is what you are. So we were talking during the break about the golfers being here yesterday and how they focus whenever they're getting ready to hit the, whatever you call that, right? And so it's the same thing like riding a bike. Whenever a kid is learning to ride a bike, if they focus straight ahead, they don't fall, right? But if you start to look down now, what happens?
Start to be afraid.
You start to
the
fall.
fear comes in.
So whatever you think about is what you are. Whatever you focus on is what you are, because as you think, so are you.
So as the training wheels come off, focus on riding the bike and balancing.
Correct.
And that you can do it.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
And so those thoughts that we have are eating away at us. There are people that have been actually sick physically in their body, but didn't know because they were not focused on it. They were not thinking about it. They just continued life, living happy, you know, having a great time, not knowing that they're ill. Then there are other people who focus on thinking that something is wrong with me. I'm ill, and it's all in the mind, and they go to the doctor, and sure enough, there's something wrong with them. But if you just dismiss that and not focus on the negative thing, but focus on something that's positive, then your life will be transformed.
Right, because sometimes, and a lot of people will say you manifest your life by what's in your brain.
Absolutely, because the mind controls the brain. So the brain is just there by itself, but the mind is what's telling it what to do, and then the brain controls the body. And so you have to have healthy, non-toxic thoughts in order to be able to be transformative. Taking that Fox 6 a day.
Yes, we have to take the Fox 6 minutes a day to be mindful. Let's talk about our body. What are some things one tip for
One tip for the body is the products that we are wearing on our body are very harmful to us. And so there's a lot of chemicals and toxins in the things that we're putting on every single day. For example, you can take a look at your deodorant or your antiperspirant. The #1 ingredient is aluminum. So we are rubbing aluminum in our body every single day. It's there right on the bottle. And so the things that we're putting on our body, because the skin makes up over 60% of the body.
Right.
And so it's the largest organ, And so what we're putting on our body are the toxins and the chemicals that are destroying our lives. 10% of cancer is genetic. 90% is inherited from the things that we wear and the things that, you know, the atmosphere, what we eat.
So at least be mindful of what you're putting on your body. Because, you know, we're not giving up our lipstick. Let's be honest.
No.
We may die tomorrow. We're going to have lipstick on.
Really? Because I was hoping to take it all off. That was my plan. I was going to go for the organic.
I'm partnered, though, with an organization whose focus is to educate, and they also make and sell the products. In fact, one of the scientists that developed these non-toxic products was one of the agents in the Twin Towers. So she was a biochemist in the Twin Towers when they fall, but she happened to have not been there that day. So now she's turned her life into a positive thing. So she's one of the scientists to help to build these products that don't have any toxins from the trees and natural fruits and natural things. Ginger, which is really good for you, and lemon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And detoxing the spirit. Give us one thing. Now, this sounds tricky.
It is tricky because that's about what you speak. So whatever comes out of your mouth, those positive affirmations and or the negative affirmation. So it's what you're saying that is the spirit man. It's what's inside of you, because whatever is inside is what comes out. So, you know, some people may be really beautiful, attractive, but they open their mouth and say something, and pretty soon, you know, you're like, ooh, you're not so cute after all. So whatever you're speaking, you have to speak life into your situations. You have to believe and speak the positive things in order for that energy to come back to you. So one arm's length from the body is kinetic energy. There's natural energy around us. So while you're driving in the car, going to work, just speak things. Just speak, you know, whatever it is that you want out of life, yeah.
And if you're around that negative energy at a family reunion, at a workplace where people are maybe being negative, don't engage, would that be a good one?
Yeah, sometimes you might have to talk to yourself. They may think you're crazy. I do that.
You're the only positive person around.
Right. And you just have to
Yeah,
take that moment, you know, and just kind of step back, go into the bathroom, you know, go eat a corn on the cob or something. But it's just what you have to speak, those affirmations every single day in order for your life to be.
Tell them you can't talk because you got stuff in your teeth.
Exactly.
Let's tell people how they can get the rest of the information at your event then. It is Monday, June 29th at Cardinal Stritch University at 6 o'clock. It is a free event, but registration is required. Go to fox6now.com. When you're there, click links for a little bit more info. But again, that's coming up on Monday the 29th at 6. Carolyn, schooling us and making us better people.
Yes,
Appreciate
you'll get
it.
all 12 steps there.
Love that.
Yeah, thank you.
Good stuff.
Very good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Coming up on Studio A, kick back, relax, and enjoy the food with a view.
That's right. We are taking a ride on the pizza train. Details on how you can.